Hi there. I just wanted to make a quick video to highlight some of the features of this 44 acre property that we have in Shasta County, California. So this property is just a few miles outside of Redding. So it's about an 8 mile drive from downtown Redding. I believe that's roughly 15 minutes or so up into these hills here. And the really neat thing is you're not too far away from town and you're still sort of up in the mountains on your own. So you would end up getting directions, and I've included some coordinates in the email, but the way you would grab a set of coordinates is just copy a set of numbers like this. You can put that into Google Maps or your phone, and then you'll be able to get directions to that point. I'm not going to do that here, but I primarily just wanted to show you the terrain of this parcel and just talk a little bit about it. So as you can see, this property is sloped downward towards the north, which opens up a beautiful view of Mount Shasta. You can see Shasta back here. And this is actually the house pad where there used to be a house. And you can see in the imagery that the house is still there, but I promise you it's not there anymore. So this property was burned in the car fire, and the house burned down, and some of the trees and things like that burned as well. So here you're going to have an empty house pad. You're going to have a well, you're going to have a septic system, and you're going to have power that's basically run to the property. Now, the one thing I will note is that you will probably need to put a new power meter in, because the one that is on the property has been melted by the fire, and so they would obviously need to reinstall that, and maybe replace some of the electrical lines going to the property. Although the poles seem to be there and they're still intact, and they didn't really seem to get burned either. The other thing you may need to consider is some of the well electronics may need to be replaced, but the well is still there, and it was producing at the time that this property was lived in. So anyway, I think that should give you a good feel for the property. I guess I'll kind of explain the parcel boundaries here. So I'm going to include those corner coordinates for this as well, but in that email that I'm going to send. But this I was just going to say that the property line right here follows the road more or less. So as you're coming up this road, if you're just looking down this hill towards the north, or excuse me, towards the east or northeast, depending on where you are on the road, you'll basically be looking at the property for some distance, and then you'll have a property line that's up here, and then a property line that's right here, that are straight. So let me zoom in a little bit and just give you a feel for this terrain. So again, as you can see, fairly steep downhill from the road, fairly steep downhill from the house, and this is a huge parcel, but it may be a little difficult to develop all of it without some dirt work and things like that. So anyway, I hope that gives you a good feel for this property. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you.